And then Snowy is looking super ridiculous, totally upside down. Okay, so we're gonna resume super space junk. Hello again. Snowy is just being adorable today. Okay. So Nicola earned a skill point. He is going for exosuits. Everyone else I think is good on skill points. So when we left off, we were just rearranging the plum ranches so that the overgrow figs had space to grow up and around the outsides. And then I think we had finally figured out, we finally got the, man, these dinosaurs are loud this morning. We finally figured out the cooling loop. So we put as much nectar as we could in, and it's nice and cold now. Okay, what else were we doing when we left off? Oh yeah, we were getting the other leaky oil fissure set up. I think they added new sounds in a patch last night. So everything sounds different now. I think they also added new balloon cosmetics. Let's check the supply closet. Yes, we have plum balloons and we have Rex balloons. I think we're gonna give those to some people. Vitals. Who are our... Joshua, I think, is a... No, not Joshua. Travaldo. Yes. Update your balloons. You can have Lums. And then who's our other guy? Mr. Cupholder? No, you're a yodeler. Lyra, Freya, Bonnie. Ape? I know we have 2 balloon guys. Nails. Nails is gonna have Rexes. So cute. Okay. There we go. So last night they did a patch where they updated sounds and they added cosmetics, which makes me think it's getting pretty close to release. So we're working on making enough petroleum for the rocket. And then we're gonna go try to pick up some isosap. Hopefully we'll see some people with some new balloons around. Oh, they also had new beds. They have a prehistoric style bed now. And then yesterday we rearranged this so we can grow more mimicas, more lura plants, and we can use the auto sweepers to feed the mimicas and transport the amber to the plant pulverizer. Everything looks like it's going pretty well. This is getting too hot, I'm sure. Yes, much too hot. Yes, we can dig that one and go like this now. How's the temperature look? Not too terrible. Two printables. I guess we'll take rust. That's built. Okay. We want to get this layer of oxygen pushed out before we change these to insulated tiles. And it's just going to be a bit warm in the area until then. This one, are we... No, we still have carbon dioxide there. So we're getting close, though. How hot is it down here? Pretty warm. Oh, we did get a Sandy shell thing. I thought that they always made oak shells when they went through the critter fluxomatic, but maybe I was wrong. The new music sounds nice. Are there germs down here? No. Sandy shells could take germs out of the water. But also when it dies, we can make shellfish tempura. Oh, we have to discover it first. But that we could feed to George. We're still working on that last food. We could also work on decor over here. If we do some gold medal statues, we should get it pretty fast. Nope, not in the sky. And these figs are growing up the side of the open door just fine. Someone was saying they wouldn't grow if you opened the door first, but it's growing. You have stuff we can just... Hey, Willow. Good morning. Do a shout out for Willow. Hey, Bricked Ed. Thank you for the follow. We are doing Prehistoric Planet beta stuff. So this is the colony where we shot down the meteor. So we have 2 leaky oil fissures on this planet, and we're trying to use that to get enough petroleum to make it out to this debris that has isosap, so we can mine some. So we're giving it a try. We could get to the solid debris with the steam rocket, but the liquid debris is just 1 tile too far. And leaky oil fissures make very, very little oil, so it's going to take a long time to make enough petroleum. As a side effect of using the crude oil in the oil refinery, we're getting natural gas so we can cook food for George. So this is like our only source of natural gas on this planet right now. And then we're geotuning the saltwater geyser right inside the steam room. Here's our other leaky oil fissure. We're trying to get this second layer, the carbon dioxide, pushed out so we can seal it in. We're almost there. Gas overlay. Just a couple more squares to go. One more. Okay, now we can just build over the airflow tiles, and the debris from the airflow tiles always pops up, so this is a very effective method. We did another colony where we let the asteroid hit, and basically our entire base, including our printing pod, melted. So that colony, we got like the official game over message. So if we were going to let the asteroid hit on purpose, we know how to prepare for it now, and whatever we did last time was not right. We would need a big layer of, like a complete layer of obsidian insulated tiles, because the asteroid comes in extremely hot. And we'd probably want to dig everything out and vacuum the top area too, so there wasn't extra mass to melt. So we can start pumping this and turning it into petroleum now. Have a nice little vacuumed room. We are turning all of our... So every time these guys lay a pinch row egg, we drop it back in this automatic dispenser, and the duplicates can't go in this room. And then when the pinch row hatches, it goes through the critter fluxomatic. Then we get an oak shell, usually. Somehow we got one sand shell, but usually we get an oak shell. And then we're using those to make ethanol for a cooling loop so that the brine ice doesn't keep melting. We finally got it cold enough that this is not wet. We still have a sweepy in there from when it kept melting. And then we're growing the overgrow figs in with the lums to make peat. We don't have any peat generators anymore, but we are using it as our main source of food in the peat smokers. And we also needed it to use it to make refined carbon to make diamond for our mining rocket. I don't know if the new music is louder or it just is not the old music, so it sounds more intense to me because I'm not used to it. That would be funny. Like they tried to eat it. I think Sweepy does technically count as a critter in the database. We found out that these guys, they missed their prey, so they're crowded, but they're only satisfied. Groomed, cozy, tame, crowded. Something's not working. We have... Maybe we put one less in. I think the math checks out, but... The one Rex takes 16 tiles, so we should be able to fit 6. One Dartlet takes 4 tiles. So how many critters are in here? 14. That is too many. So if we have 5 Rexes plus 4 Dartles, why do we have 16 critters in there? Something's not right. Who are Dartles and Dartlets? Why do you think you have... Oh, 8 critters. What was I looking at? So, cramped, they will not lay an egg. Crowded, their happiness is just reduced. And their reproduction is the base rate instead of the... See the little arrow there? 1 up means they're gonna lay an egg. 3 up means they're like crazy happy and they're gonna lay lots of eggs. Like this guy has 3 up. I think the math works, but I'm not sure why they're still not happy. You have 5, you have 3, so you should have 8 critters in there. You have 8 critters, but you're still showing crowded. And so they're only satisfied instead of happy, and that's concerning to me. Maybe we'll just move 1 back to the hatchery room. They're really bad at catching their prey unless their prey is tame and or elderly. So we have a feeder for meat so they don't starve to death. Maybe they're... Says he just ate though. Okay, so now we have 4 and 4. And they're still showing crowded. This seems a little buggy to me. Okay, so the big ones, Rex is a 16 tile requirement. So in a 96 tile room, we should be able to fit 6. The dartlet, click on it. I can never catch them when they're walking. Why can't I click on any of them? Goodness. So they only have a 4 tile requirement. These guys are still crowded. Maybe I just take everybody out and then we put new ones back in. See if that fixes it. Can't I click you? Maybe we just eliminate this batch and we start with a new batch. Let's see if they'd be happier. You can only have 6 total critters. Interesting. Okay. We'll try that too. Okay, so this is Rexes. So we'll have 4 Rexes and 2 Startles. Or maybe we'll do 3 and 3 so each one can have 1 to eat. Okay. Let's see if that works. Thank you for that information. I hope that fixes our problem. Okay, so we'll have 3 Rex, 3 Dartles. And then hopefully they'll be happy. Not like we have a shortage of eggs hatching, but... okay, Pokeshell. We will relocate you into our Pokeshell room. No. I guess we have to open the door. Then put it in there. I guess we have to wait for them to come open it first. And then if we put it there, it'll fall down. And it'll go through the Critter Fluxomatic. So my understanding is that the Rexes are happier when they eat live food. Does it say in here? Okay. Oh, they make more brine ice when they eat live food is what it looks like. I am loving this DLC. I love critters, so I'm very excited for it to come out in full release. I like the fact that there is new content so I can learn new things. That's enjoyable for me. Look at what our blueprint is. Ooh, that's cute. Sweetheart jammies. See, who's gonna get to wear those? We have a pay? We do. No, we don't. That was a different colony we had to pay. I think Freya will go Sweetheart Jammies. Style. There we go. Assigned to Freya. I am under the impression that it's coming out later this week, but that's not from an official source. They did patch in cosmetics and music last night, which I feel is a pretty like finishing touch sort of thing. Oh, hermit recruitment process. He enjoyed his decor. So we still need one more food. One more food to go. Okay, are you guys still happy? You are. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So we're trying to make enough petroleum so that we can go to some of the new destinations. So we set this colony, we set it to take 500 cycles before the asteroid would hit, so we had plenty of time. I think I would recommend waiting for it to get a little bit closer, because where it is when you blow it up is where the debris lands. And these two are 6 tiles away. So this one we could reach with a steam rocket, but these ones we couldn't. Are we even going to be able to reach it with the petroleum? I feel like probably not. What is your max range? Does it say? Come on. Can't remember. We might not be able to reach it with a petroleum either, which is going to be a bummer. We might need to finish research for large petroleum. We just remodeled. Yesterday we just remodeled. Oh, I did not want a Mimica there. I wanted a overgrown node there. We just remodeled the ranches. For me, I think putting these one tile inside is best, because then it can grow towards the middle and it can grow up around the outside. I think a pip got in here and planted the wrong thing. I left the top doors open so that the butterflies can go in and out. I think I'm going to open these ones too, so they can get periodically fertilized. You are going to be an overgrown node. Okay, so this one is not pumping. Why not? Did I mess it up? You're sending a green signal. What would I change if I could change one thing? Sending a green signal if you're above 500 kilograms. But you're disabled by the automation grid. Hold on, let me think about this. Oh. Oh, yeah, I clipped it off. I remember now. Okay. If I could change one thing, what would I change? I mean, I'd probably add a separate achievement for... So right now, there's one achievement which was bugged when I did it. There's one achievement for destroying it before it arrives, but what if there was a different achievement for letting it land? So I did another playthrough where we did let it land, and it ended horribly. The colony died, but now I have a plan for how to not have the colony die. So, but I'm not really incentivized to do that again when the achievement is for destroying it. You know what I mean? So that's my thought there. Make an incentive for letting it land. It was pretty cool. We got 4 extra vents, geysers, volcanoes, and it also landed with a ton of diamond. But it feels like the game is obviously pointing you in a direction of that's not the goal. We're making petroleum again, that's good. We are researching the next size petroleum rocket, yes. Let's make sure that's like our only focus. Okay, we only need radiation research for that, so it should be attainable. Now these are not getting pollinated. Maybe we only let the butterflies out one end, or we plant more butterflies. Or options here. We'll just lock that door again. Okay. You're hanging out in the rec room, but you have no power in there. We're currently running our entire base on just like the whole inside. We fixed it a little bit yesterday. We had the whole inside, we had the whole base on 1 2-strand wire. Now we have just the inside of the base on 1 2-strand wire, but it seems we might need to divide it up a little more. Oh, we could also put the Sweetles in to pollinate. Try to catch one. Locate. I always have to pause to catch critters because they're so speedy. Did we have one more? Maybe not. So these can be pollinated by Sweetles or Mimicas. So Sweetles can stay in the room and the Mimicas can leave to pollinate other stuff. Well, I mean, the all achievement run is already gone though, because Last Line of Defense and Full Steam Ahead are going to be exclusive to which start you pick, you know? So you already can't get all of the achievements in one run anyway, so. I'm feeling on it. Let's watch, see if these Sweetles do their little rub on any of these. Yeah. So why couldn't they add mutually exclusive? So if we already have mutually exclusive achievements, we could have more mutually exclusive achievements. I'm still a little salty because my all achievement run that I was doing last month, the Full Steam Ahead achievement did not check off even though I unblocked the 3rd geo vent. It just didn't check off. I reloaded the game, it still didn't check off. I'm a little sour on all achievement runs at the moment. I did the achievement, it just bugged. So I wonder if they need to be in. They say they can be pollinated, but they're not getting pollinated. This is my first time trying Sweetles on them. I think Sweetles are able to tend stuff in planter boxes. We'll take nutrient bars. We're getting non-perishable food for eating on the rocket. The Mimicas are doing the pollinating. The Sweetles don't seem to be. Oh, that one said pollinated Sweetle. They on here? Oh, the Mimica bud got pollinated by the Sweetle. Interesting. I don't know if the Mimica buds can pollinate themselves. Interesting. Hi, Amargosa. Yep, Snowy's looking cute today. Did any of these get pollinated by the Sweetle? Oh, that Sweatcorn did. Awesome. Yeah, same. Same. Okay, so the Sweetles are doing work, and they can't escape, but the butterflies can. I guess can Sweetles jump up too? I don't remember. Maybe. Is there a finishing game? That's a good question. How's this look? We have a vacuum here now. That's great. And then how are fish over here? Our fish traps are sprung and they are holding what? Pacu fries? Okay. So we can repopulate the Pacus. We still have to... So we tried making like a little ecosystem where the Pacus could eat right off the seacomb plants, but they don't get tameness or happiness from eating off the plants, so we had to feed them out the feeder. So we need a different arrangement for growing seacomb. Oh, we have idle people. Why are you idle? Maybe you weren't really idle. How does our rocket look? We're full. And how much distance does this give us? You say, oh, we need an oxidizer. Shoot. So maybe we need... We're gonna need that large petroleum engine. How's the research on it coming? Slowly. Okay, so just take this out. It'll give us a bottle of petroleum at the bottom. Small petroleum engine is not gonna get us where we want to go. Yeah. That could be considered finishing the game. I guess some people think if you check off all your printing pod objectives, that's finishing the game. So when I first got this game, like base game, it was like, I don't know, 2017, 2018, 19, sometime around then. I built the Great Monument and then I thought I was done with the game. So then I took a break from it for a while. But then I got spaced out and there seemed like more to do. Yeah, the new Dave sound is interesting. Okay, we're just chilling idle here. Why? Freya looks cute in her little heart jammies. That's adorable. Okay, so if they're getting idle, we can start sweeping. Yes, there are printing pod objectives. These are the same as the big objectives at the top here. Okay. So we're trying to finish the research. So our researcher is spread a little thin because also only researchers can run the emulsifier and only researchers can run the geotuners. So we do have more than strictly research going on. I do see we're out of phyto oil though, and we're out of seacomb leaves. So we probably need to reconfigure our setup here. I'm thinking about building another fish ranch here for Pacu. I don't close this in quite yet because we need to build some stuff inside. We're gonna use gold. We got it from the base mining, so we have a lot. I guess we're just gonna use iron. There's somewhere we can reach both. Is that the tile we need to reach? No, of course it's not. So move this chute down one. Then we can reach everybody. There we go. We're gonna need to put some liquid in here too. Granite's probably fine. Yeah. It's gonna be, I guess, all. We don't want anything over there. And we just want to make sure we have enough Pacu regeneration to feed fillets to the Jabo. It's gonna be Pacu eggs. And then I want to take out the Pacu over here and put seacombs back in. The seacombs have to grow all the way underwater. You're eating... Let's just do sweat corn seeds and maybe fig seeds. I don't see fig seeds as an option. We could do dew seeds. And then this is... Oh, we have to get the water in first. Don't need to disinfect. This is going to be one regular Pacu. Now, these... I want to make sure they plant the new mimolets right away. Bye, Hellspell. See you tomorrow. Hopefully. Okay, we're gonna stop putting in here. In fact, we can take these out. if we put... Make seacomb all the way across. We can take out that. Good morning, Mr. Cup Holder. We're trying to reconfigure our fish situation. Okay, we need seacomb to grow in here, but we don't want... This is looking weird. We don't want the fish eating it, so we're going to move the fish over here so they have their own environment. We'll take steel. Yes, we're trying to reconfigure the fish again. I still am not very good at fish, so we're learning. We're gonna eliminate these fish. Then we're gonna plant seacomb here. Okay. We're learning. We need polluted dirt to fertilize the seacomb. I think everybody can reach the bin. Yes, okay. We got new sounds in a patch overnight. So this is going to be polluted dirt. So this polluted dirt is a 4. We're not feeding polluted dirt to these guys, so that's okay. Right? This is all not polluted dirt? Yeah. Okay. Okay, how's it going up here? How's our bonbon tree doing? The problem is if we always just take the nectar from the bonbon tree, we never get a chance for a seed. So our main option is we could feed seals to get more bonbon seeds. We're planting the seacombs, and the auto sweepers should be fertilizing them. Yeah, looks good. Somehow we got nuclear waste in here, which seems unhealthy, but okay. Okay, this should be just about enough to put a fish in. Someone should come do that. Lovely. You are tame. So they only get the 8 from a feeder. The 8 from the feeder, it decreases their wildness and increases their happiness. If they eat the seacomb off the seacomb plant, they don't get that. Whoa, a Jabbo just fell down there. We probably don't need these either anymore. This is just like our extra fish flop down here. And we can probably take out these traps too. Now, these are collecting eggs. We probably don't need that anymore. We can probably switch them to take seacomb leaves. Send them up where we need them. Which is where? Here. be Seacomb. Leaves. New sound effects are so intense. I think just because I'm not so accustomed to hearing them. Okay, what's up with you? You're too hot now. So for a long time we were too cold and now we're too hot. So we can probably stop sending extra steam water in there. We'll put colder water. Before we were having a problem where these were too cold. Now they're too hot because we opened this so nearby. Eventually we'll get this sealed off. Okay. This guy is almost ready for exosuits. We've been looping all the water around here to help warm it up. But this is now providing plenty of warmth. Okay, we also have a bottle of petroleum here, which we should somehow be able to put back on the line. The plumbing, bottle drainer. Yes, rock. I really want to put it in before. Okay, let's move this back one. If we have petroleum, we don't need to make more petroleum. And this is not enable auto bottle, because otherwise they'll just take it out of the bottle filler right there. Okay, so we're growing sea combs. This is all the plants that are from the wetlands biome, I guess. Our fish are separate now. We probably don't need to, but okay. We're doing the research very, very slowly. And then a duplicate must have gotten hit. We have nuclear waste. Now put this. I haven't yet figured out a loop for renewable phosphorite on this planetoid. I mean, we could always get Drecos from another planet or something, but we don't need to do that yet. You're not pumping. Fine. How much diamond are we up to? Not very much. We do need to keep making diamond. Yeah, these guys are all very unhappy that this is here. It'll be a little while before it has enough. Out all the gases. We are waiting for our new engine. What was this? I can't remember. Or a cool steam vent. We don't really need more water right now. And you guys are all guys are happy. That's good. So we're only putting 10 dartles in this room because that's what this many dew drippers can support. We could put more. What? You're starving. Great. Go to the feeder and eat. We could put more dew dripper farms in. But we liked it putting them right under the Rexes because then this auto feeder can, or auto sweeper can directly take the brine ice from the Rexes and put it in there without having to ship it anywhere. And ice melts very fast on the rails. New printables. Guess we'll just take a seed. Sweep the inside of the base. Clean this place up, my dudes. We could probably put lights on the... put lights all across there. Do here for now, but make their recreation go faster so more people can get turns. We maybe also have enough gold to think about rewiring. Someone won't get a light. Oh, they'll probably be reached. Building broken. A ladder. Ah, a meteor shower. Plants have died. Oh dear. Oh. Yeah, that'd do it. I guess don't come out and do it right yet. It's gonna be way too hot. Yeah. Put ladders there just so they can run a little faster. And home. Yeah, I see you're in home. This is quite a harsh meteor shower. Ah, got Atmos suits for our last dude. They did update in the patch notes they updated, so when you do shoot down the Demolier asteroid, you get a one-time Iridium meteor shower, so I think it would be a lot like when you're opening the Temporal Tear and you need to have like a complete bunker tile or bunker door set up on this planet before you shot down the asteroid. So probably when we do our full release playthrough, we'll try to set up a complete line of bunker doors and meteor protection type stuff before we blast down the asteroid. I think 300 cycles would be plenty of time for that. What's up with you? No pollination? Okay. You still need a lot more crude oil. Now, what we did on the other colony, the colony where we let the meteor hit, is we just cleaned this water and then used it to feed the figs. Which keeps it at a pretty consistent 30 degrees, whereas this water's a little warmer. So that's an option if this continues to stay too hot. I think I do want to put like a little bit more plastic ladder in. Maybe on this side too. Be pretty good. Maybe over here too. That should be good for now. We put that in not quite a good spot for the fire pole. Okay. How's the research going? We're getting very close. I do like this base design. Okay, how's your reproduction rate looking? You're glum. Why? You didn't eat from a feeder, is my guess? You eat from the feeder, friend? What are we up to? We're crushing some resin. Some amber to make resin. A critter is starving. Is it that Pacu? No. You're fine. You can starve. Did you eat yet? No. You have food in your feeder. I might put one more dash of salt vine. We're just trying to absorb this chlorine that escaped when we were setting stuff up. New chlorine that's created. So we're pumping the cool chlorine gas vent and the Dartle chlorine all comes down and feeds these megafrons. We're also storing bleach stone in this room so that when it off gases, it feeds the megafrons. Everybody's happy now. Okay. What's the temperature of cool chlorine? That's a good question. I believe it is +5. Yes, +5. We're pretty much, we built a little infinite storage just in case, but we're pretty much feeding it all to the megafrons for food. We're still not deep freezing our food though, so we are getting food rot. But oh well. Maybe I don't know if we have enough time before the full release for a deep freezer to make sense, but maybe it does because we have the cooling loop. That's at a good temperature for a deep freezer. Where could we put a deep freezer? Yes, cool steam vents are not cool. Well, steam vents are still very hot. We did a deep freezer, where would we put it? Maybe we put it here and we relocate the rec room. Only 4 wide. We could put a rec room like here. Okay, so the soda fountain's gonna move. That's gonna be a bit of a journey. I guess we'll just go like that. And then all this can go. Hold up. Cancel that. Only the buildings. We want to get the liquid out first. Something's overheated. A gas pump. Oh, we forgot to turn this off. Disable auto repair. Mop. Yeah. We overfilled this liquid lock. I guess we'll just deconstruct it. We can put it back in there later if we lose the vacuum. Okay, and then we're thinking about making this into a deep freezer, so we will need to reconfigure it a bit. We'll get a snazzier red suit. We have Primo garb already. There it is. Bonnie can wear it. Plum. We'll need to insulate this much better. Shale is probably not going to cut it. We might need to go to space. So this rocky asteroid field is my favorite because you can mine igneous rock from it and copper, which are both super useful. We might visit that space point of interest. We could also go back to our second planetoid and send igneous rock back again. I'm gonna open these doors and lock the top ones. We don't need to regular priority. You stop being annoying. So if we put right there, I think we should be able to reach everything also. And then later on we can have a conveyor loader to take stuff to the freezer. We have any more igneous? Igneous is quite rare on this planetoid. Have a little bit in here. And it's also a very light gray that's almost impossible to see on this overlay. Build a ladder. Oh, that's a big chunk of igneous. Let's get this. How much steel do we have? Can we do more bunker tiles? Not very much. We can do about 29. Oh, that's not where we'd want it anyway. We'd want it at this level. Build that. And then we can dig this blob. Oh yes, our thing died. I don't know what I want to do about that. No, that's granite. It's sedimentary. Why can't you get over here? Reachable dig. No navigation. You should be fine. This reachable? Yeah, you have errands. No reset. Okay, we finished the engine. Do a big petroleum engine. Oh, okay. Let's cancel the steel. We'd rather do the big petroleum engine. We will just... I'm worried we're gonna break stuff over here. Dig like that. The meteors are already damaging this. So we do need to get making more steel. What's our holdup on steel? Just space in the cooling loop. So potentially we could move steel refining in here. That probably makes sense. Ceramic. And plumbing, radiant liquid pipe. We have so much gold. No. Wood shut off made out of steel. Nope, that spot doesn't work. Wood shut off made out of steel. And then a liquid pipe thermosensor. We only want to let it back in when it's not too hot. And then we'll need to put the petroleum on. So cut this for the time being. So we'll fill the bottle filler first. We'll only want it to go in if there's space here. Or if there's space here. Probably better. Make the bottle drainer out of steel. So we're gonna stop using this one, I think. Nope, come on. No. You have no recipes queued. And then we'll say if it's green signal, if it's below 200, should be fine. Oh, wait. We were keeping it much lower. 155. Green signal if it's below 155. We don't want to melt the plastic that we're also making in the steam room. So you're going to be petroleum, and you will be an able auto bottle. And then you are going to make all the iron to steel forever. We need to make a little bit first. You are enabled, but you're just a low priority. No, you're a first priority. So you're also going to need liquid fuel tanks. I believe 2. And then 2 oxidizers should be good. Nope, we don't have enough. Take off the artifact module. I guess only build 1 liquid fuel tank for now, and then let's see what the range is. Let's make sure we're not putting petroleum anywhere we don't want petroleum. Sedimentary rock's probably a terrible idea for this. Let's use obsidian. You are not getting pollinated. Oh, we were gonna build another dash of salt vine. Are you happy now? Yes. Okay, you need coolant. We're working on. We can continue research. Did anybody ever come to do this? No, we're giving them 2. So first they didn't have enough work and everyone was idle, and now they have too much work and nobody's doing anything. Okay, we do have a lot more igneous now, so we can start redoing the tile here. I think I actually want to come in like this. In which case those ones don't need to be still igneous. Anybody make any petroleum yet? Yes, tiny bit. Guess let's toggle it and keep. They should take it here, I think. Yes. New printable. We'll just do a C comes. Yeah. Everything here looks okay. This, we're waiting for this bottom layer to be full so we can seal it in. Are there any more igneous up here? This is Mafic. Not what we... little bit here. A little bit here. Granite, it's probably fine. No, that is igneous. Dig that one, but not that one. Oh. Hello, Delikoth. We're trying to get a bigger rocket going. Full of petroleum. We're gonna put oxalite. I guess we can put 2. Okay, what else do we need? We have a solar panel. We need a battery. Array rockets, yes. We'd like to go get some ISO resin, ISO sap from this one. Maybe swing by here and pick up some more igneous rock because we're running low. You are an artifact module. So what's our range now? Range remaining 0 because we have no oxalite on board. Is this reachable? No? We're also trying to move our steel production into the steam room so that we can cool the coolant faster. The meteors have started causing quite a bit of destruction, so we're going to need more bunker tiles. And we're trying to make a deep freezer. Nobody wants to do this. Very low on Joshua's priorities. What are Joshua's priorities on here? Okay, so you need to be 2 up on tidying. And we're trying to get this online. Need a bit more oil. Out those. I'd like to get the ISO resin and then make a visco gel lock here. That would be cool. Probably don't need these doors. Those doors were only there when the rec room was there. We could also probably do a little bit of oil and a little bit of... Okay, let's just do oil and ethanol. Simpler. On one of those, so we have a tiny bit of ethanol. A bottle. This is taking ethanol. Taking ethanol. Turn that off. That's enough. Okay. Get all that debris out. We're also going to need to vacuum this area. And do I want to put a door there? Probably. So, ventilation, gas pump can be made out of whatever. Also be made made it whatever because it's temporary. But I guess don't plug that in yet, but we didn't put a power wire yet, so. But this is gonna be crude oil first. Just one blob. Gonna make a mess of our base. Gonna spill. We're prepared for this eventuality. Okay. You. Now a tiny bit of ethanol. Relocate this somewhere that's not in... Okay, that was way too much. Didn't work. Cancel the relocating. Try again. Crude oil. Maybe ethanol without mopping? Maybe we need to get the bottle emptier up one higher? I'm not sure here. Okay, maybe it just worked that time. Mop that tile. Now relocate this stuff just outside the base. Vacuum the area. Gases. Put a carbon dioxide. Take that out. Okay, now we need to figure out how to get the cooling loop over here. This is gonna be a bit of a wreck. Empty now. Insulated igneous. It's gonna go like here. This one tile is gonna be And we don't have enough already. Okay, we'll figure it out. Now, copper maybe? And we also want a metal tile here, probably a copper metal tile. Food is gonna drop there. Oh hey, thank you for the follow! The Face Selkie, lovely name. We're trying to make a deep freezer right now. We need more igneous rock. To get more igneous rock, we need more steel. Why don't we have steel on our list? Because we need bunker tiles before we can dig this. Otherwise, we're gonna have disasters. Like that. So this is gonna go here, here. That's... I think we'll be able to reach most of this. Start building that. Oh, little igneous. Now, are you running? You're awaiting coolant still, so not quite. Are you deep enough? Nope. Now, question is, do you use water when you're not growing? You have 5 kilograms and you're not using it, so maybe not. That's good. We're not wasting water. What's my favorite thing about the new pack? All the super cute critters. These guys are just adorable. I am a big, big critter fan. These guys too. So cute. I love their little stomp animations. Yeah, they're so cute. Okay, so once this is working, what are we gonna do? Oh, shipping. Let me put one like that. And that. That'll put the food in the freezer. What's your power right now? So I'm using hydrogen from the electrolyzers, and I'm using steam. I geotuned this saltwater geyser so it comes out at 195 degrees. And then I'm using that steam power for most of the power for my base. I'm also using petroleum generators with biodiesel. So we have several options going on. But I think the hydrogen and the steam are the main sources. The biodiesel's kind of a backup source. Early on I used some peat, but then I accidentally ran out, so we stopped using peat, and that's when we switched to the biodiesel. A lot of our figs are upset because they're too hot. We gotta get this So there's oxygen trapped in here, but as soon as the oil is high enough to push this layer of oxygen out, we're going to seal it in with insulated tiles. We're going to need more igneous rock for that too. So the main thing we're using peat for now is the smokers, which is our main food source. The tender brisket is quite a good food. But nobody's coming to build these. Increase the priority. Don't get stuck down there. Yeah, tender brisket does sound delicious. Yep. I am of the opinion that they should add a dino nuggets recipe to the deep fryer. Like tallow and tough meat makes a dino nugget. I guess we'll just put a statue in here for the time being until we need this space for something else. Someone's trapped. Of course you are. Why would you do that in any other order? Come on. Let's dig this so you don't get even more stack. We'll put that one on last. And then we want to dig this igneous rock, which we're going to need. Okay, so what's our range? 10 tiles. So we need more range, so we do need another fuel tank. Which is going to take more steel, which we probably don't have. We're going to need to keep making steel. Can we clear that? So the meteors here do hit hard, so that's where we're trying to get some bunker tiles going. One more bunker tile here. Well, also this is priority 6. So I want to take a look. So tallow gear bomb has a different art. Does allergy medicine say it helps with... I don't know. I want so bad allergy medicine to help with the nit stinks. We eliminated the nits, but in a future playthrough, we'll have nits again. And do we have enough igneous? We got a molten slickster egg. That's exciting. Nits. So we eliminated them, but they are like mosquitoes. They look like this. They're like little mosquito dudes. They sting the duplicants and make the duplicants sneezy. So I feel like allergy medicine should help that. We were wanting molten slickster eggs, so that's good. Are you making steel yet? Yes, you should be. And hop this back. Oh, change to granite. I guess that's fine. We're out of igneous rock and it's hurting. That should be okay. Okay, we need igneous rock to finish the cooling loop here. Or igneous, please. Go. So we need to get this tile so it's below negative 18 degrees, and then when the food lands on it, it should be nice and cold. Or it should become nice and cold. And that'll deep freeze it so it won't go bad. What's my water source? So this planet always has a polluted water vent, which is the 30 degrees one with food poisoning. So this is a really easy water source. We also have the saltwater geyser. It's being geotuned. So it comes out at 195 degrees, which is in the form of steam. But then the steam turbines process it, and we check that the temperature is low enough and the pressure is high enough. And if it is, then it bypasses the vent, and instead of coming back in this room, it goes to be our water source for electrolyzing. So we have a couple water sources going. We like non-perishable food. We're going to try to hook up this. So it'll take a little while to cool this tile, but once it's below negative 18, we can drop our food on it for deep freeze purposes. And it'll stay fresh because it'll be in a vacuum and it'll be frozen. We should set up a auto sweeper to take out any polluted dirt if that happens. We don't want them bringing polluted dirt from other places, which is going to be tricky. How much polluted dirt do we have on the planet? 84.9 tons. So we're going to make more bins down here. 84.9. 5 bins should be enough, and we'll have these be higher priority than this one so that they don't take polluted, they don't bring polluted dirt into the kitchen, they only take it out. Can't reach any refrigerators, so that's fine. So these are all going to be polluted dirt at a 4. And then we'll put this like a polluted dirt at a 1, so only the auto sweeper should use it. And rot, I guess. In case any gets in there, the auto sweeper will pull it out. The temperature of this came down very fast. That's great. So we can start putting food. We're going to put all our cooking ingredients and edibles in there. We can also get rid of so this can also just go directly in there. And we can get rid of that refrigerator. Now everything here, so it's currently unrefrigerated, but the temperature should come down quite fast. It's in a sterile atmosphere, which will also help keep it from going off. Just that should stay connected. So this is also taking... edibles. You're taking smoked fish, tender brisket, veggie poppers. Fine. And you're taking mimolette. This food is still coming down in temperature. When it first gets cooked, it's very hot. And then I'd also like to make this door so they don't go through the door so they don't get wet. They should be able to reach the food without... It's gonna take a while for it to cool. That's the problem with putting it all in there at once. Okay, was there more igneous in here? This tile's igneous. And then we were gonna add another fuel tank. You need how much steel? It doesn't say. Are you making steel? You're waiting for coolant. At this, so it goes into the thing. Hello, Julie Pickles. We are playing with the dinosaurs. We're trying to get a petroleum rocket going so that we can reach this debris that has isosap. And we're also trying to make a deep freezer, but it's not... Oh, I saw something was deep frozen. Some veggie poppers got deep frozen. So when they're deep frozen and sterile atmosphere, they'll basically never go bad. Trying to get all our food in there. And then we're trying to make enough steel that we can get a bigger rocket going, but we don't have quite enough coolant in the loop yet, so it takes a long time. Is 1,000 enough to make another one? Nope. Probably 1,200. Then is this full enough yet? No. Also not. Nothing is working in our favor right now. And a meteor hit our bonbon tree, so we don't have more nectar for our cooling loop, which is unfortunate. Suppose we can put some ice temp shift plates and try to get it cool again. Is our loop full? We extended it. Take out this bit. It looks full, but we still have a lot of ethanol in there, which doesn't work as good as the nectar. So nothing's melting. That's at least something. The new music is... okay, the building that melted was the building we wanted to melt. But apparently it just all got obliterated. That one cooled it down. Some. We need to get it to like at least -15 for the bonbon tree. Is our food deep frozen? It's getting there. Some of it is. Your temperature is coming down slowly. Can we see the heat overlay? It's a little toasty. Let me zoom out. So the Rexes and the Dart. So the Rexes excrete brine ice, so you want to keep them cold so it doesn't just melt right away. So we have double liquid locks here with the air pumps in the middle to keep it a vacuum, and a cooling loop on the Rex side. And then the figs that the Lums eat like to be, I think, 25 to 45, so they're quite warm plants. So there's kind of a warmer than Terra area and a colder than Terra area. So getting this cold enough that the brine ice doesn't melt as soon as it comes out of the Rexes has been quite a project. Oh. And then this is a little too warm because I opened this leaky oil fissure and I'm trying to get the gas out of the top layer. But soon this will cool back down. Before we opened the leaky oil fissure, we were actually having a problem that the overgrown nodes were getting too cold. They were hovering at like 23, 24 and they wouldn't grow. Now they're too hot. This will be fixed soon. So these are too hot also. They only like to go to 40. Yeah, so we need to get this closed up as soon as possible, pretty much. This planet okay, so if you do the classic sized Relica asteroid, you do have an oil biome. This is the spaced out size asteroid, so it does not have an oil biome. Got another cosmetic. A sunny retro wall pot. Oh, this has to get to like 800, I think, and then it'll close in. And then we just have jungle juice at the bottom of the biome at the planet right now. Could probably work on digging more of this, but nobody's getting idle quite yet. I think we'll do metal ore. We don't need a mammoth. Long autosave. So most of the critters in this expansion pack, they can eat either directly off a plant or from a feeder, so that's helpful. I like that feature. Now, do we have enough steel to build another tank? Not yet. How much does it take? And what's your temperature? You're still way too hot. Probably because we have a big old hot pile of regolith on it. And leave the seed. Now, can we put another ice plate here? Food is it mostly deep frozen? I would say mostly. So we should be good on food for quite a while now. We were trying to make some more, so we have a Sani shells. Interesting. What's the chance these guys live Sani shells? 0. We put all the Poke shells on the map. We dropped their eggs in here so they'd go through the critter fluxomatic and become oak shells so that we could turn their molts into wood to turn them into ethanol to make a cooling loop. Because this planet does not come with any cold water friendly. Nothing, we didn't have any coolant. So we made the ethanol, and then as we could, we replaced the ethanol with nectar, but it's mixed now. It seems to be working, though. We don't have the constant layer of meltwater here. Okay, about 45 minutes and it's gonna be time to get my kid from school. These are all turning into molten larvas, which is what we expected, but we might need another filter on here. All the food is looking reasonably good. Smoked fish comes in really hot. So stuff from the smoker comes in at like 95 degrees. See if we can see it in here. Can't see it yet. Can we see it in here? No, also not. It comes in crazy hot though. This probably isn't the most efficient way to cool the food. We probably want to like run it through, like run metal tiles and have the conveyor belt go one way and the cooling loop go the other way. Would probably be more effective, but this works. We still have oxygen there. And we're making steel? Yes. Are we running low on any of the materials? Not really. So we get iron from the meteor showers. We turned a ton of peat into refined carbon, and we're getting lime from eggshells. Oh, can we build another thing yet? No. Base of, oh, okay, so it might not even be about, it might be the ladders. Take those out and then try. We've probably had enough materials for ages. Hello there. We're trying to build a bigger rocket so that we can go to the liquid demolier debris today. Base above rocket blocked. Really? Those ones? We have enough vertical space. So that takes 5, and we have, oh, we don't have 5. We're too high. Ugh, hate it. I guess we launch it and then move this down a little bit. Okay. We're just gonna go into orbit. And then move the rocket landing pad down. See the problem now. We'll just stay in our spacesuit for a minute. So if we just move this to here, probably fine. Let's not use iron. Oh shoot. We were set on round trip, weren't we? That's not what I wanted. Try again. Not to the plan. Lead should be fine. Take out that. I think we still have plenty of space. The heat only goes down 9 tiles. It's probably okay. We'll find out, possibly the hard way. I did not check how far from the ceiling we were. We could change these out to be all oil. But let's land here now. Okay, we'll have to reconfigure our pipes. We should change out our pipes to obsidian. Get rid of this pipe. And then we need to add another fuel tank. And we need to add another oxidizer tank. We'll see. We'll check if we need to add another oxidizer tank. That one out. We only need to be able to go 12 tiles. Round trip. This seems fine. For now, at least. How's the temperature on this? Just not coming down. Try again. You're deep frozen? Mostly. And then you are almost full. It'll be a little while yet. Okay, how's our fish friend? The fish worked. And how many eggs do we have? We seem to be getting plenty of eggs. Building that melted we wanted to melt. It's gonna take so many. I think we have enough ice to do it. And then we need to make sure that the petroleum is connected. Yeah, we disconnected that. So this tank has some nectar in it. I don't know how we want to get ethanol off. Let's figure this out. Just storage here. That was the one we wanted. So we'll put shut off. We'll need to power that. Okay, so it's gonna check if it's the ethanol. It's gonna send it to this tank. But then we also need to refill the line. If it's too empty, we refill it. Think that'll work? So if it's ethanol, it'll go through the shutoff. If it's not ethanol, it'll keep going this way. If there's a gap on the line, it'll put ethanol back on it. We can just run that for a little while until we have more, until we have all the nectar out of this bin. We'll see if this works. We want to get enough ethanol off that we're prioritizing having all our nectar in the loop, but not so much off that there's holes in the line. Ooh, iron. There are going to be temporary holes. And I guess we're putting more on here sometimes, which we probably don't want to do anymore. So we'll deconstruct that bridge, and we can deconstruct this bottle drainer also. We're trying to get more ethanol or more nectar on the line. This is not making progress. We could probably grow the bonbon tree in here. Really, now that I think about it. Can a bonbon tree grow in chlorine? No, but we're not always chlorine in here. Maybe we grow it like up here. Try that. Then we'll just put a bottle filler over here. Let's take this out. Pull this out. So this is going to be a bonbon tree. You're hot right now, but you're cooling down. So we'll wait till it's below... I don't need that trap anymore either. We'll wait till it's below -15. Also, do we need to clean this? No, it looks okay. Turn to skill point. I think you're pretty much done. I guess you can... No, we don't want Art 1 on anybody. How's this looking? We get all the nectar out of here? No, not yet. Really chugging. So we can just clip the power to this when we don't want to run it anymore. Well, I think we have all the... Clip the power to it now. We don't want to run the shut-off anymore. We just want everything to pass by. Once these open gaps come back, it'll start putting the ethanol back on the line. Yeah, I also was quite late to launching rockets. So I think we'll have maximum nectar on the line now. We'll make more nectar and then we'll need to run the system again. In fact, we probably don't need to make any ethanol anymore. And what is this hooked up to? Okay, that's fine. Plumb this. And you're... I can probably try planting the thing now. Bonbon tree. How's our thing going? We're getting this filled. So what's our range now? Our range remaining is 6 tiles. That's not what we want. Maybe no battery so we can have a second oxidizer? Or maybe we can't reach the oxidizer thing to fill it. No, it can be tricky. I guess change you to an oxidizer. We'll see what we have as range. We plant this kind of fast though. Also, how's this going? We're almost full. Once one of our Sani shells dies, we can make the last food for George. Okay, that's not that awkward. And you need fertilization, which is going to be snow, and we have the snow. And your body temperature's a little bit warm, but you'll get there soon. Probably give you a Wheezewort to help. Need fertilized, you're too hot still. Let's stable harvest on. Okay. We are getting polluted water down here because you're dormant. Come back in 12 cycles, so it's not quite hot enough in here now. Are we getting polluted oxygen, though? No, we look okay. How are you doing? You still need more, just a little bit. And how's this guy up here? Be these settings. And then see what our range is. I guess we don't have enough petroleum either. It's very slow going at this time. Food. Most of it's defrozen. One type of run I really want to do at some point is one where I really try to build fully functional colonies on each of the planets. I tried to do that with a... There's the Ceres one where it's like 3 different Ceres planets. It's split Ceres, I guess they call that start. I wanted to do it on that one, and it was going pretty well until I accidentally opened a carbon dioxide geode that I didn't correctly calculate how much carbon dioxide was in it, and everybody suffocated. Spicy tofu we already fed to George, but we can eat it for us. In which case we need to relocate it over here. So we probably need to make a sweeper for food up here. Add. Are you full yet? No. Nearly. I'm gonna take food. So if anything gets printed that's food, it'll go in that sweeper and in the deep freezer. You're almost full. I think it goes to 879. No dupe left behind challenge. No, I'm gonna have to look that up. Tell me about it. Okay. You are awaiting rad bolts. Is something wrong here? No, it looks fine. Why is there a pile of nuclear waste? Okay, so we're almost full. This side can get a tile. And can get a tile. And then hopefully stuff will cool back down around here. Ah, okay. That sounds cool also. So this should be a vacuum now, yes. Lovely. And then everything here should start to cool down a little bit. I guess I want to have like a populated colony on every planet. How much? We have quite a bit of carbon dioxide down here, but that's fine. Then, any of the standing shells getting elderly? No, they're not. How's our spaceship looking? What's your range? Okay, we can go 14 tiles now, so that should be fine because we can go round trip to you. So, round trip. Destination is to get iso resin, iso sap. And we have everything we need on here. We need to remember to take Bonnie out of her suit once we launch. Okay. Yeah. Taking the critters would be particularly challenging, I think. Especially now that a lot of the critters are very temperature sensitive. Okay, so Bonnie needs out of her suit. Unequip, no, not unequip the clothing. And she should have enough food for a while. Breathability looks good. Bonnie's priorities. Where is cleaning the toilet on her priorities? Hiding is very high. Okay. So that looks good now. You are a little warm yet? You'll cool down eventually, I guess. Maybe. Maybe you'll cool down eventually. Maybe we need to extend the cooling loop over here. If we go like this, that's not like that. Then you can be granite. There. Guess you'll just be granite because that's what we have. We're gonna run out of igneous though. Did we build this out of igneous? No, we built it out of shale. No, that's granite. There's like none left. Traffic. Not a speck of igneous left. Is there any down here? Okay, but that's very hot. Did we have a volcano on this planet? I don't think so. I guess we will do this last bit in something that's not igneous. It'll be granite. And build this fast now. This needs to be something that's not igneous. Oh. Get that going. Cut this off for now, because otherwise we're gonna put on much stuff that we don't want. So this should cool down, I would think. But it's not. Maybe we need a little bit of shift plate. It's probably going to melt right away, but then once it's melted, that'll help the temperature transfer better. We'll just leave that be for the moment. Okay, is your temperature better? No, you're going the wrong way. I guess the material I used for the pipe was probably too hot. Liquid pipe itself is what temperature? Yeah. Then we can back up. Well, you know where you can find iron volcanoes is the Tundra planet. Are you cooling? Slowly. Yeah. Okay, so how's our star map look? We're on the way. We're gonna get the liquid sulfur, petroleum, and isosap. I don't know that we really have a use for the liquid sulfur other than cool it down. The petroleum we can obviously just put back in as rocket fuel. I do like to put the fancy decor. Like I had a cuddle pip in here. I don't have it anymore. But also if I get any long hair slicksters, I like to put them in the dining room. All the decor critters go in the dining room. Oh, we got another seed. That'll be handy. I know if you do the radioactive ocean start, you'd get no reed fiber, no Drecos, no thimble reed. It's a particularly challenging start. Another bottle of carbon dioxide. And is stuff getting back to temperature here? You want to be below 45. You're just a little warm. Maybe you'll be there soon. Now, you're not pollinated. Your body temperature is too hot. Do you use your fertilizer if you're not pollinated? Or if you're too hot? Seems like no. And why aren't you growing more? Maybe you were too hot and now you'll start growing? Or maybe we close this door again. I thought we could grow up an open door just fine, but this one's just not going. You're a little warm. You are also still too warm. You're making progress. Is it the lums that sound like cows? Maybe. They added more sounds last night, so I know hatches sound like sheep. I don't know, is that a moo? Maybe. Everything seems to be growing again. We got this temperature contained. That's progress. You're not quite growing yet. A couple more degrees. I think the Rexes are eating the baby Rexes, which is horrible, but something I hadn't considered before. No, hatches have made the baa noise for a long time. Or that's what it sounds like to me. That. How's our spaceship doing? We're almost there. We're probably not going to be able to get the mining done and get back today. We only have a few more minutes. So we successfully got this taming complete today. And we moved the regular Pacu over here so we could put Seacombs back here today. We're still getting a lot of chlorine out here. I think it's because we have a few errant dartles. We relocate you. And they excrete chlorine gas. Oh, we have a squeaky puffed. You can help clean up the chlorine. We're trying to get all the bleach stone in this room so that when it does off gas, it feeds the fronds. Yeah. We also saw that the Sweetle pollination works. That's cute. Okay, we're gonna start looking for someone to raid. Let's see, Aricia just started. Probably raid Aricia. We'll just check who else is on. Yeah, we'll raid Aricia. And I'm gonna go pick up my kid. I'll see you guys back around 9 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. We'll do 1 hour of Core Keeper and then 2 hours of Oxygen Not Included. Say hi to Aricia for me. If you are a subscriber, you may use the raid emoji. And see you next time.